Donbass people suffer for 8 long years, for all this period of time. The whole time, the people of your republics were tortured and were under shelling of Kiev regime, and they started on genocide and anti-Russian movement. The people of Donbass were called not people. They called them species, and they required that somebody who feels like he's Russian, he'll just get out of the republic. But we all were staying for Ukrainian regime, just closing our eyes, not seeing the military crimes as killing children, elderly people, and they were supporting the crime of genocide that led to tragedy. And the West, of course, was on the side of Kiev on sabotage and destruction of Minsk agreement. Kiev was supported on the last weeks when the Kiev wanted to capture Donetsk and Luhansk, self-proclaimed republics. Kiev declared their way to NATO and were threatening with nuclear weapons. Of course, in the situation, we couldn't stay apart. And now we are saying how to help with military aid against aggressors. Mr. Putin decided to do the special military operation for demilitarization and to help Ukrainians to decide their own future and help them be free. Today we have the first meeting, and the main idea and the main point will be put on the practical tasks between Russian Federation and your republics for support, help, and mutual interest agreements. Thank you, Sergey Viktorovich. First of all, we have to thank you and show our thanks and send our thanks to President of Russian Federation, and thanks to the both republics of Donetsk and Luhansk. It's very serious support for our life, 8 years long life of struggles and shelling of Ukrainian nationalists, with a terror from Ukrainian nationalists. I hope the date and the day when the shelling will be over is coming soon. In our agreement between Lugansk and Donetsk republics, we were addressed. We also asked for help from Russian Federation, and after that the situation deteriorated. Ukraine just started shellings, like massive attacks on the border. That's what Ukraine replied to our step of Russian Federation with. We didn't have any choice. We had peaceful negotiation. They were all blocked. They were refused from any dialogue with us for the Minsk agreement. They were tried to cancel all the negotiations, all the agreements that were done before. We are very grateful that the Russian Federation decided to talk to us and heard us and made some steps to return the country to the way of peaceful life. This is the operation of demilitarization and denazification of the country will bring the results that will bring us to the peaceful life. Right now, we have the book that shows the results and consequences of our Donbass situation. It's called Shoot It Donbass, the Shoot It Childhood on Donbass. I would like to tell you about the crime against humanity, and the worst crime is the genocide. It was every day, and it was seen with sufferance of elderly people, of children, and death, and injuries. Their conditions we've been living for 8 years right now. And it's not just condition of survival. And now we just have the words of gratitude from all the people of our republics that we are receiving all this military help, and we all hope for peace. And this book depicts in 3 parts. The first part is about the deaths of our children in Luhansk. Second part is about the life fund, is how children live and how they are educated. The third part is the most interesting part. Because the third part is more interesting because it's about the international law. It's about all the norms and regulations. That's why we want this book to be with you guys, and you can understand that our efforts and your efforts are not in vain, and the efforts is to help and protect us from the very terrible effects of genocide. Thank you very much. But we will have this book anyways. But we want the international community to have this book. Right now, everyone, international communities, they all together to just deny genocide, deny what is happening in Ukraine. Next week, we will have the conference on the human rights, and we are preparing the special exhibition for the participants of the sessions, and we will invite everyone, and we'll use your book to everyone to see with their own eyes, to see the truth. Sergey Viktorovich, we are ready to help you with the materials for the exhibition. Okay, we'll talk about later. And everyone who is who made this crime, they have to pay for it. Right now, let's our guests from media go. Sergey Sergeyevich, please. Dear Sergey Viktorovich, dear people who are here, we are very grateful. It's very much honor for us to be in this room, in this hall. And he said all the words that we wanted to say. We are the people of Donbass. We're very thankful to Russian Federation, to Parliament, to President, for the recognition of our republics, for the saving life of our children. Thank you very much. We want to live and work in peace.